Hey y'all, it's Lizzy and welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be filming my quarantine favorite. So as y'all know, the entire world has been in quarantine since around March. At least that's when the US started to do it. Probably not the best idea, but you know, I've basically been locked in this apartment for quite a few months. So these are just a couple of the things that have been keeping me sane during this quarantine. So let's get started. So the first thing I have adored is this jasmine blossom green tea. So if you like to drink green tea, the jasmine blossom one is a little bit sweeter. It's super good. I love it. I add sugar to mine, which I probably shouldn't do to tea, but you know, I like sweet things. Definitely my favorite tea. It's really tricky to find because I used to only find it at H Mart. I mean, it would cost me like about $5 for a box. Recently, I found this one at Winco and it tastes exactly the same, and it cost me about $3 a box. So pretty good. It can get pricier depending on how fine quality you want it. I'm okay with this box. The second thing that has been keeping me extremely happy during this quarantine is my new teapot and teacup set. It's not an official set, I just call it a set because I use it. I bought this teapot. It's a glass teapot with a metal top. It also has an infuser, but I'm washing that one because I recently had tea. I had two of these. The first one was all glass, even the top. My boyfriend was washing the dishes and he accidentally broke it. So he bought me a second one from Amazon. This one was probably like about 25, maybe $30 for me to receive it. I use this, and then the teacups that I use with this, I use my Daiso teacups. I have a bunny one as well as a bamboo one. If you don't know what Daiso is, it's a Japanese store. It is a $1.50 store essentially. Everything's about $1.50, and if it's more expensive, I think the most expensive it'll go is probably like $12. That's just if it's like an official item or something. I like to go there pretty often. Usually I always get stationery. Recently I've been trying to get as many teacups as I can because I want to build my teacup set. No one other than me drinks tea around me. Like, no one else likes to drink tea from a tiny teacup, but I love it. Third thing that's been keeping me okay skin-wise is the CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser. I recently bought this one because my skin started breaking out a lot. So I was like, we need to find something that won't damage my skin. I found the CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser on TikTok, Skincare by Hiram. That was the one that he recommended the most, and I've been trying it, and so far probably the only thing that doesn't, even though it feels dry for a little bit, it doesn't suck out the moisture. My skin's been doing a lot better. I still have little breakouts here and there, but it's not like full-on breakouts to where I have giant pimples on my cheeks. Loving this. Keeping the focus on skincare, my fourth favorite thing is the Pretty Fresh foundation and the concealer. This is from ColourPop. It's the hyaluronic acid tinted moisturizer. This is supposed to help people with dry or combination skin, and mine is extremely fucked. This is the only foundation where it actually moisturizes. Even if I put on moisture or whatever, any other foundation, there's always dry patches. These are the only products that have ever been able to cover even my dry patches. So definitely recommend this. It's the best. I love it. I actually had to wait to buy it because it got sold out the first day. So I actually had to order it and have it shipped to my house so that I could have this. The fifth thing that's been keeping me sane is my bullet journal. So I use my bullet journal very often, even if I'm not extremely busy. It's the only thing that basically keeps me calm. I'll just write in it and doodle in it, and the only thing that kind of just keeps me going throughout the day to be able to remember stuff, because especially right now during quarantine, the days kind of start meshing together. So keeping my bullet journal is the only thing that's kept me organized and up to date on everything. The sixth thing, which I need to buy a refill for, is the Siron sticker maker. I bought the tiniest one they offer. I lost the middle piece because I took it out after I ran out, so I do need to buy a refill. But essentially you would just put in the paper through here. It had to be smaller than this. Put it through here and it would come out. It would be a sticker. This definitely is one of my favorite things to use whenever it comes to journaling. Huge recommendation. I think it only cost me like $20 at Michael's. So the seventh thing that's kept me sane is not an item, it's actually an artist, Grimes. If you've ever heard her music, she recently put out an album that I love. Grimes' music and her music videos, like even though they're psychedelic and weird, I love them. Definitely recommend listening to her album. It's beautiful. But that's another thing that's been helping me get through this. The eighth thing that has been keeping me sane is my black bag. I don't go out a lot, but whenever I do, I like to have everything in order for myself, and I don't like carrying big bags, but I do like carrying a lot of things. So usually I'll have my bullet journal and maybe a couple of other other things in my bag. And this bag is probably for like a heavy carrying day. I love having all of my things in here because it actually fits and it's not too heavy. Like it weighs literally nothing. Definitely one of the best bags. The next thing that's been keeping me sane is also a bag, but this one is a shoulder bag. I love these type of bags. I always have, but recently I went to Daiso and they had this one. And oh, I just found my earphone. This is more for like a light day where I'm just taking my bullet journal and maybe like a few other things. Definitely one of my favorite bags. It was only $4 at Daiso. So the last thing on my list is just something that I bought for the house. It's my incense thingies. This is a dragon. Her name is Ghidorah, and you pull this thing out and you put incense in it, and then she basically smokes, kind of like a dragon letting out smoke. The other one I have is a little fountain. So you put the incense here and it actually fills up with smoke like a fountain, and it's super cute. I love it. Definitely also recommend. These weren't even that expensive. These were probably like, I think this one was like $14 at Walmart and the dragon was about $7. Definitely recommend having these. Aside from the fact that they add good smells to the house, just seeing them feels nice. Like you get to see a little fountain filled with smoke. How is that not entertaining? That's all of the things that have been keeping me sane during quarantine. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what has been helping you get through the quarantine, and subscribe if you want to see more videos. I've been posting every Friday at 4 o'clock and I'm hoping to keep that up. All of my social media will be down in the description below, and I will see you guys next week. Bye y'all.